Okay, I'm at it again. I just joined yesterday. I'm very excited about it. Oh, thank you, Eli. I've seen you all my life. Well, I love you, sir. Thanks. I don't know if you see missing that. The camera's not picking that up. So I have to pick it up so you can see it. Yeah, don't forget, Eli, make sure you see, there's a section on the left-hand side about reaching your goals. So we have some great things there for you to take a step-by-step to like get health care, either mental, dental, any kind of health care, to find free services for that. So we have one on healthcare, we have one on paying your bills and debt. So it goes through all the steps, and the sources are all right there. And there's a video instructions on how to go through each section. So you have that. And then also for housing. So there's a separate one on just housing, a step by step. And it's really, all of this stuff is about making appointments with people and talking to people. You don't get anything until you talk to people. And then the other one we have is starting a business. So the first thing to do on all these is start talking to people that know these services. Don't go to Google. You're not going to get anything if you go to Google, okay? I'm just looking for info on remittance coupons. I don't know what UCC3, what can you direct me? No idea what that is, Donna, but what you want to do is go to there's an 800 number for, let's see, where is I hope I have a sheet on that somewhere. Yes, yes. Okay. Here's let me get on this first. By the way, I apologize. I started a little while ago, but I got screwed up and I had the wrong time that I had to do a podcast. So I had to stop you guys, do the podcast, and then come back to you. That's what I'm doing there. Okay, here, Donna, call this number. I'm going to put it down here, 800-677-1116. Okay, now these are researchers that only help veterans and veterans' families, okay? So that's what you want to do. You want to call them, because that's what, I have no idea. Uniform Commercial Code is what UCC is, but don't know what that is. So they will help you with that. And then if they don't help you with that, then what you want to do is call your elected official, and you get their phone number. Let's see, do I have that here? Elected official, no, I don't have that. So, okay, go to this, commoncause.org, and put in find my elected official, okay? And you call them to track that down. See, it's all about talking to people, okay? And that's how you get the money. Let me go through some of the items I put in the chat, and I'm gonna put them now on YouTube, so the people in YouTube don't have to give us $20 to be a member, okay? And we'll get these links to you so more people can help themselves. That's what we're all about, is showing you how to help yourself. There is so much good stuff out there, but it takes effort on your part, and it's not the way you think it should be, because nothing is. The world is much different than you would like it to be. So you have to learn what the world really is and how to use it. And it's not complicated, it's just you're not used to doing it. Okay, I put all those links there. Let's see, I want to do, get something else in there for you. No, okay.
And on Lesko Health.
Okay, let me get that.
Oh.
Why won't it? Let me edit that video so I can get the links and then put it in there for other people on YouTube to get those links, and they'll be able to help themselves. That's what it's all about. I'm not going to solve your problems. I'm going to show you where to get free help to solve your problems, okay? And that's what it's all about. Okay, you getting free help to solve a problem. And there's plenty of free help if you know where to look. But the problem is we don't, because we go to Google. Do not go to Google. If you have money, then you could go to Google. If you don't have money, you really have to stay away from Google. And you have to go to websites that only are .gov for government or .org for nonprofit. Okay, they're the only websites you want to go to. Okay, I'm going to go through some of the new finds I have here, and they're all in the chat for Lesko Help, and they're on the description in YouTube. Okay, the first one is this is interesting: free legal help for gender and name change. You want to change your name. I don't know if that's still legal in America now. They're changing a lot of rules and all that, but there is free legal help to do that. And this isn't, I think in Buffalo they're doing this, but everybody should probably have that. You could get that. And the way you get that is by going to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and then put in legal. Now, then after you see legal, there'll be dozens and dozens of free legal help there. You just start calling some of them to see if they help you with changing your name. And they should. I mean, if they don't themselves know, then you'll be able to find another one to do it. Okay. Okay. Also, I just read today that the Congress, right now the Congress is going to close down the government by Friday if they don't agree on a new budget. Okay, with Trump in town, he wants a budget, and the Democrats want another kind of budget. So they're going to argue about this, and you don't know how long they're going to argue. But they have a deadline by Friday, because that's when the government can only go into so much debt. See, they agreed a couple of years ago how much debt they could do. And they said, okay, I forget what the number is, but we only could go into that much debt to pay the bills. Okay, we're going to hit that number on Friday. Okay, so that means we have to change the law to increase the debt, or do a budget, that eliminates that debt. And they're never going to agree on the budget. So what they're doing now is have legislation they're going to do. So in the next couple of days, if this worked or not. This law will keep governments flowing in, just grant money flowing out, just like it did last year, at the same amount this year, okay? And while they try to do that, okay. Here's another thing. I don't know if you know about this. If you're looking for a home, it's called Habitat for Humanity. Now, this is a wonderful, wonderful program. Jimmy Carter was like the flagship of it when he was president. He would go and work on it. It's a volunteer organizations that gets people homes for half price. Now, the way they do this is that you volunteer to help other people buy a home, build a home. You actually help build it. You get out there with a hammer and nail or whatever it takes to help people build a home, okay? And then you volunteer, and that makes you eligible to get your own home, that people make a home for you, and you get a 0% interest loan to buy it. So you're getting free help to build it. So that costs you nothing, because that could be $100,000 right there. Okay, so that is paid for because it's all volunteer. Then you get a 0% interest. Now, a 0% interest is like, I don't know what the mortgage rate now is, like 6% or whatever. So this is, like that doubles. When you pay 6% interest on a mortgage over 30 years, you're doubling the amount of money that costs you. So at 0%, you're saving half. You're saving half of the price of the house. So you're cutting your house down by 50% because you don't pay any interest. Interest is the killer. So if you get it for 0% interest, and that's habitatforhumanity.org. Go to habitatforhumanity.org, okay? And there's I put the list in both the YouTube and the membership here. Now, also, states are suing. There's about 18 states that are suing the government for firing people. In other words, when they're firing in masses, the law says they have to give people 60 days notice. And they have to give if they're laying off more than 50 people, okay, in a certain state. So actually, they're laying off people in the government, and it's all the states. I mean, only about 10% of the people who work for the government are in Washington, the rest in all the states. So now the governors of all these states are saying, hey, you broke the law. You can't do this. You have to give us warning. Because that's what's going on, is that the federal people, you know, that work in that state lost their jobs overnight, you know, and they can't do that. The law says they have to give them 60 days notice. So they're fighting that. We'll see how that goes. Okay, here. Now, I don't know if you know something called ADU. ADU. We have a housing crisis, okay? That's why people like Habitat for Humanity is helping people with a housing crisis. Can I watch this and access all these tools on the website? If so, please tell me where to go again. Dan, all the websites I'm talking about are right here in the chat, okay? They're right here above in the chat, okay? That's all the websites I'm telling you about, okay? And also, if you're on YouTube, they're in the description on YouTube too. Okay, here's a $125,000 grant, $125,000 grant to build an accessory dwelling unit, or as they call them, granny flats. You know, it's an apartment for your grandmother to live. You know, a small little apartment, 1 2-bedroom apartment. You build it in the backyard, you get $150,000 to build it. Just save the housing crisis, okay? Your house isn't big enough for grandma, right? You build a house in the backyard, all for grandma. How do you like that? Now, everybody's happier because grandma's not in the house bitching and moaning about everything you do, right? And they're called granny flats or accessory developing a dwelling unit, accessory dwelling unit. So you want to know the laws? See, now what they're doing is they're changing the laws that you can have more than one house on a property. So usually you can only have one house on a property. Now they're changing that because we need more houses. So you can put an extra house on your property, okay? And maybe you rent it out. So now you have income to pay your own mortgage, you know? So that's what it is. And you get $150,000 to build a house so you could rent it out on your own property. See, that's the kind of stuff that's out there now. And it's going to be more and more. So keep an eye out on your local politicians and what they're doing. Get on the mailing list for your elected officials, because they want to brag about all the new programs, and they'll tell you about it. Okay, free grant training to get $40,000 for each person in the neighborhood to fix up their home. Okay, there's something called community development block grants. Every county gets these. Every city gets them. It's from HUD. They give you a whole ton of money, you know, on the community development block grant. I see my camera. I have one of those AI cameras that decides I'm moving somewhere because I move my hand. They think I'm moving to New Jersey or something, and they try to get the camera to follow me there. That ain't gonna work, okay? So that's why I got it back in there. So if the camera goes crazy, blame AI. Okay, so how about $40,000 to fix your home? Government is giving a lot of grant money for home repair. The grant money goes to your local office for community development, okay? Then people apply for that there, but most of the time it's for nonprofit organizations that then hand out the money. Sometimes it's direct from your county or through a nonprofit. So what you can do is find out where you live. You could call 211 and ask for your county office of community development. Ask them about home repair money and who has it. They'll either tell you you have to go to these nonprofits, have the money to give out for home repair, or they say you could apply yourself. Now, or if you're a nonprofit and want to get that money and give it out, you can. And what they do is have free training to train you to find out how to get the application. So they're giving you free help to apply for the program to get $40,000 to fix up your house, okay? So that's what you have to do about that. It's a couple step process. There's not, there's no national program that does. The program is national, but then it goes local. That's why with all the stuff that happened in Washington, don't worry about it so much because most of the stuff is local. That's where the real money is. I am a assigned member on Lesko too, looking for funds to pay some of my new open business expense. When we're high elusive, okay, what you want to do is go over to the what is that word? I keep losing it. Boy, I'm an old fart. What you gonna do? Yeah, follow your goal. That's what it is. So it's goal, G-O-A-L, on the left-hand side. And under there, we have a section on housing. You want to buy a house? You follow those instructions there on where the free money is for that. You want to pay your bills and debt? You follow the instruction there on where to get all the money to do that. And we have a special place that answers questions on this. And if you want to start a business, you look at starting a business there and you follow all the instructions on, it's really starting or expanding a business there, okay? And the fourth one we just put up was on healthcare. So all your healthcare bills and prescription drugs, anything you do, dental care, mental care, I don't care, you don't care, it's all there for free. And it shows you all the help there. That's where you go to get help. And there's special places to ask questions for each one of those, okay? How about getting $1 million to open a restaurant in the airport? That's right. See, the government wants you to have a restaurant in the airport. They give you $1 million to do that. That's in New York, okay? You have to find out about what your city has. And how do you find that? You really want to go to eda.gov, Office of Economic Development. They will know a lot about that. Or if you remember, look at that, follow your goals, and look at the one for starting a business. $1 million to open a restaurant in the airport. Okay, how about $10,000 to make and sell ice cream? Now there's something called the Dairy Business Innovation Grants, okay? Anything to do with dairy products, they have grant money for you to make a business out of it, okay? So ice cream shop, that's what you're gonna do, okay? Or you wanna grow cows or cheese or anything like that. That's $100,000 they're giving out. See, that's what entrepreneuring is, lots of money for this stuff. But it's not where you think. You don't go to the SBA. Go to what we have there, in the follow your goals, and you follow the instructions there on where in your area you could start applying for this stuff, okay? Here's interesting. There's a lot of local organizations that help you when you have financial problems and get your financial house in order, okay? And it's all free. The people who help you with that are all free. Now here's one in Syracuse. What they've done for people is through counseling and rent grants. They help you buy a car and buy a house. So what they do is they show you how to make money, how to get money. They pay for your rent, and then as your income grows, they save that money so they can help you. The extra money, you don't have to pay extra rent because they're paying your rent, and then you use that money to buy a house or buy a car. Wow. So to find help like that where you live, okay, what you want to do is go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and then put in financial counseling, and you'll see dozens of free nonprofit organizations that will help you there for free, okay? You make an appointment. And remember, every website I give you will never ask you for money. Well, it may someday because I'll screw up now and then. I started with a free trial and I'm trying to make payments for the membership. Well, if you're in the trial, we billed you already, Rosario. Yeah, we billed you already. If you didn't cancel, we're gonna pay you the $19.95, charge you the $19.95 on your credit card. or whatever you use to sign up, or if it's PayPal. If it's a problem with that, then ask for Magic Mary, and she's at findhelp@gmail.com, okay? She's the one who has the money. Okay, so we have financial assistance. Okay, so that's financial assistance. Get free financial assistance. Don't go to Google and look for it. There are people there that are gonna make money from you. You wanna get financial assistance that gives money to you, not takes money from you, okay? Here's a new program, that $25,000 grants, new business grants that is due April 7th, okay? Now, I forget where this is. Oh, Albany, okay. So this is again city. See, they're the cities are the ones that have the money for grants for business and start. So that's why you have to go and use that, go over to the follow your goals and look at the one for business and find out for programs like this, right? Because they're giving out, here's the kind of things they want, kind of businesses they want to start. A brewery, I start a brewery. A barber shop, a bakery, a bookstore, or boutiques. They want to start little businesses like that, and they're giving you $25,000 to help you do that. Okay. You ended up on YouTube. Law is for every state. One investor and partner. Okay, if you're not a member and you want help with starting a business, go to sba.gov and then /local-assistance. sba.gov/local-assistance. Okay, guys, I'm running out of steam to do that other thing, and I got 2 more interviews to do today. So don't forget to ask questions on Lesko Help. Don't forget there are 3 more hours of one-on-one help on Lesko Help. So look in our up on the top on the left-hand side, our schedule of when those people are to answer your questions. Don't forget to apply to our grants. People have been ripping off our grants, and we have a little problems with that we're fixing. A scam, we're getting a scam. People are scamming grants. That's amazing. So let us know. Yeah, and look at those 4 new items we have there is on getting out of debt, paying your bills, buying a house, starting a business, and getting all your health care expenses taken care of, okay? Talk to you soon. Thank you, Ingrid.